ma'am. Thank you. It's an opportunity. Uh, I'm junior to all of you. I think so. So I will try my best to represent my project Health and Wellness Center so that the maximum health system strengthening can be carried out at each level. So I'm here on behalf of Dr. Haresh Naik. He's my senior. He's working as a state program officer for Health and Wellness Center. And as ma'am told that I'm working from the very one day since its establishment in the state of Gujarat. If we are starting about this project, Health and Wellness Centers, it is a new initiative or a new program in the government health programs. So starting from the very first point, that what is Health and Wellness Center, why there is a need to establish this center, and how this establishment of centers can make a difference in a system from the very first point of contact of the community, that is at sub-center level. So you can see the first slide of my presentation, that we can see the yoga part, the health and centers branding part, and the services delivered. We are basically working on different components, and we are working for the 12 main services which is under this platform. If we can see these logos, that the 6 chakras, the 6 chakras, you can see the down of the presentation, they are just guiding us, or they are just saying something to us that these services can be provided at health and wellness centers. As GOI government is concerned, government of India is concerned, they are mentoring us, they are guiding us that the medical colleges should mentor each HWC so that the services can be strengthened. And we expect this thing from everybody present here so that we can make this system, make this project at higher level so that everybody can work together and bring this strengthening part. So considering this part, that Health and Wellness Center, it is one of the pillar of Ayushman Bharat. Under NHM, National Health Mission, there are two major pillars. One is the provision of providing comprehensive primary health care, and another one is PMJAY. So we are working on the first component, that is comprehensive primary health care. What is comprehensive primary health care? The main focus is, if we are just take the example of this auditorium, what we can say, that a single person among us is not without any kind of stress, right? I don't think so that any one of us is without any stress. So the stress part, the physical well-being, the mental well-being, the social well-being, all this well-being is taking into care under this platform of comprehensive primary health care, which is called as Health and Wellness Centers. So the main objective is same: morbidity, mortality, and out-of-pocket expenditure. We need to reduce all these things. So how we can do this thing, that is we will learn from next slides. If we look after the rationale behind the Health and Wellness Center, why it is important, and our study says that there is an epidemiological transition take place. First of all, the NCD component was higher. Now we are moving towards from communicable diseases were higher earlier. Now we are totally, in every family, if we can see, the patients of diabetes can be seen, hypertension can be seen. So due to this epidemiological transition, a change is required to bring at sub-center level, PHC level, so that the strengthening of the system can be taken place. So another component is continuum of care. Under Health and Wellness Center, the continuum of care is lagging. When we are going to field visits, what we are seeing, that the referral linkages is not strong. So we need the inputs from your level, from our level, and from every team level, so that the referral linkages can be taken care. If we can see this triangle, initially what is there, that only we are focusing on RMNCH, reproductive maternal neonatal child and adolescent health. Now what is going on, that NCD component is there, which is totally bringing about the primary care. So we are taking care of primordial prevention as well as primary prevention. So the health and wellness center platform is basically preventing the risk factors, the origin of risk factors, the efforts are made, and the another thing, we are basically we are working on prevention of diseases. So if we can see our health system, we are totally talking about the treatment part. We are just, the patient is coming to us, we are prescribing medicines and the treatment is taking care. But now in health and wellness center, we are totally focused on prevention of diseases. So this components should be seen in the field, and our health and wellness center is working for since 2 years, more than 2 years, and this as per data analysis which we are doing, research projects we are doing, this component is seen in somewhat manner in the field, but we still need to work together so that we can totally focus on the preventive part. So we need the support of every medical colleges while they are mentoring of health and wellness center, so that this part should be taken care for the continuum of care under this platform. So this is totally practical pictures which we are just representing in this slide. So our duty, the duty of our staff, our team member, it's totally initiated at the very first point of contact, that is at community level. So the health and wellness center, it is just for sub-center. Is it at sub-center level? It is at PHC level and UPHC level. Currently, the higher facilities like the sub-district hospitals or district hospitals, they are not covered under HWC. So our focus starts from the sub-center level. First of all, we are totally working for the community. So there are certain duties which are performed by our team at sub-center level, that is population enumeration, outreach services, community awareness, CBEC form, that is community based assessment checklist, everybody might be aware, counseling part, and the post discharge home care. So all these components should be taken into the care at community level. Then come the sub-center level. At sub-center level, there is a new post, that is community health officers. This is a new post which is just initiated because of this health and wellness center, and currently the recruitment of 621 CHOs has been successfully done by our state, so that the CHOs, they can work at sub-center. This is just for our knowledge, that the community health officers, they are just working at sub-center level only, and no career progression the decision regarding career progression has not been taken up to PHC level. So the CHOs, they are working at sub-center level, where the main thing which we need to learn is that they don't prescribe medicines, because they don't have any authority. We have to take a supportive monitoring regarding this, so that the no CHO should prescribe medicine at sub-center level. So this is very important component. They can dispense medicine, they can do teleconsultancy after teleconsultancy to medical officers, and they can dispense medicine after the prescription from medical officer. So this is the main thing that we need to take care while our field visits at sub-center level, so that the no CHOs should prescribe the medicine at sub-center level. So the telehealth, it has been taken place. We are doing the monitoring of telemedicine on daily basis. We will discuss within 5 to 10 minutes. And next is the PHC level. The PHC level, the major diagnosis of NCD and the prescription of medicines has been taken place. Along with it act as a gatekeeping role for our patients and inpatient referral services. And the teleconsultation, the project which is still going on in our state, it has been taking care at the PSC level, because at PSC level the medical officer act as a spoke, and the hub has been successfully established at state level so that this process can be taken care. Next comes our higher facilities, that is the referral point. Here one thing I want to say, that we need to develop one HWC referral window. HWC window, which is like, it is kind of innovations or best practices which has been taken place by some other states. If we take an example of Chhattisgarh, what Chhattisgarh is doing, they are just, they have created one referral HWC window at district hospitals, so that the referral, that the loophole in the referral system has been, it should be improved. So what we need some innovations from our part, so that we can fill the gap, fill the loophole which is still there in the referral services. So we are just working at our level, at state level, and we expect the same thing from all the seniors here, so that we can take care, or we can develop such system, so that the referral linkages which has a loophole at existing point of time, it should be covered, and the patient, if it is referred from sub-center level to higher facilities, the complete record, the complete follow-up should be taken place, so that we can justify the continuum of care, as well as we can justify this referral system through the newly posted post CHO or PHC, or at PSC level, wherever it is required. So this is the main important point which I want to click to everybody here, so that the referral system can be strengthened. So these are the 12 packages of services which we are working, and if you can see this 12 packages of services, if you can see in if you can see, you can check that these type of services is approaching a life cycle approach. It is just like a life cycle approach, that is the first point of origin of life. The first point of origin of life is during pregnancy. So our duty just is initiated from pregnancy care to old age care to mental health to ENT to, when we are just approaching our life cycle, you can see there is pregnancy, there is childhood, there is pregnancy, infant, childhood, then family planning is there, then thoda, when we reach around 30 plus population, the stress, the responsibilities are increased, and we are approaching towards non-communicable diseases. So we need to work to for controlling the non-communicable diseases and the other diseases, that is basic oral health care, ophthalmic care, elderly care, emergency medical services, and the basic screening or management of traumatic cases that can be initiated or originated in this health system strengthening. So these are the 12 packages of services which need to be justified at each health and wellness centers. So the display, while field visits, we need to check that display of these services should be there in local language, Gujarati, so that the people should well aware that these services are there. Another thing, the display of other things can be taken care, like the display of yoga, its timing should be there, then the signboards should be there, the proper branding should be there, infrastructure development should be there, all the checklists which need to be care, it should be, it has been shared via this checklist to every medical colleges. You can go through it, and if in case of any improvement in that checklist which you think that it should be there, you are welcome, your thoughts are welcome, your points are welcome. Please mail us so that we can improve it or we can take it accordingly. So this is the staff detail at sub-health center and PHC level. At earlier I has told that the new post at sub-center level has been generated, where the state has done the recruitment of three, two, three to around 3,000 CHOs. So what the basic qualification of CHO is, the CHO can be BSc Nursing, Ayurveda, or he or she can be a GNM. So these are the basic requirement to do the triple CH course, which is a 6 months course. And if any candidate who has a background of GNM, BSc Nursing or Ayurveda practitioner can do this 6 months course. But now the changes has been made by Government of India that the BSc Nursing colleges students, they can directly recruited for community health officers. The syllabus regarding this triple course has been incorporated in their final year subjects so that they are totally eligible for this post. So this is a new initiative taken by the Government of India, which should be taken into care. And all these things, considering all these things, the recruitment of the new post has been done at different levels. Another thing, as the basic staff of PSC is everybody knows, which is as per IPHS guideline. So this is the basic branding part of Health and Wellness Center. The buildings which you can see over there, these are the directly pictures from the field where we can see that the basic color, that yellow color, is there in every HWC building. It is not even in Gujarat, but it is in other states also, where the basic infrastructure is same. You can find each 6 logos in every health and wellness center. The base color is same, and every health and center should display the name of center on the upper side of their building. So this is the basic necessity, or we can say it is a branding. Like Max hospitals have their own branding, and other Apollo hospitals, Ray-Ban, they all are having their different brands. Our health and wellness center is having its own branding, and you will find it nationwide. So this is the basic thing which can be seen. And now this is the basic guidelines that every infrastructure should be equipped with yoga, the space for yoga center. But what our findings reveal that while doing the field visits, we can see that a sub-center is just 1 to 2 room building. So the space of yoga is not possible over there. So in that sub-center, the instruction has been given to them so they can use the nearby Panchayati area, which has an open space, or Anganwadi center, and they can display the yoga schedule over there under the name of their origin health and wellness center. So that the yoga or the wellness components cannot be hampered. So taking all these conditions, the decision has been conveyed at different level so that these steps can be taken care. So coming about the technology part, we are using 2 technologies under Health and Wellness Center. First one is telemedicine and the second one is ECHO. What is ECHO? It is extension of community health outcomes. So these are the 2 platforms. There is a difference between 2. The telemedicine, both are using hub and spoke model. Like currently, if we are talking about the establishment of telemedicine cell, it has been established at state level. At TMCC area, we have successfully established one hub for the telemedicine on pilot basis, where the team of specialists is assigned and they are taking care. And we can get the call from all over states at PHC level from medical officers, so that the higher care can be addressed, which is not addressed by the medical officer level. So taking this things are taken care, the telemedicine is successfully established. Now we are working on it, and we have made around currently 5,000 calls in the telemedicine. And the services are reaching at the doorstep of the community. If we can see the ECHO, what is ECHO? Here we all learn and we all teach. it is not like a telemedicine, it is also on hub and spoke mode. Currently, from the government of India, we have got the approval of establishing 3 hubs, which is on legally paper. One is at Vadodara, one is by SIHFW. They will be working for ECHO from this year only, and the second one is at Charutar Arogya Mandal, which is at Dahod district, one of the aspirational district, and the ECHO hub over there is working since 6 months. So they are providing capacity. This is a capacity building platform where we all learn and we all teach. How can we teach? That the different important learnings like case studies from the field, it can be shared under this platform through ECHO. If we can see this platform, this is one of the previous picture of ECHO platform at the time of its establishment, and in that, first of all, we done the pre-evaluation part, and now almost 52 case studies has been done till date under this ECHO platform. The different case studies from the field is discussed, it is shared, the problems which is faced by the medical officer or other authority during their treatment to the patient has been taken care, and the normal discussion part is taken in this capacity building platform of ECHO. Currently, for at Gandhinagar district, we have 1,236 spokes which is successfully established. This is from the Gandhinagar region only, this process has been taken on pilot basis study for ECHO, which has been successfully achieved, and this platform has been expanded to other hubs after getting approval from GOI, because this platform is used at best level for the capacity building. Like in health and wellness centers, what we are doing, the different programmatically experts, they are called, they are doing the capacity building things. Like everybody, the new range of services which is introduced in health and wellness center, everyone is not aware about these services, that what should be taken care. So the program specialists come to this platform and they address different spokes like eye care, like oral health care, so that the information and the knowledge is shared at large level. So this is the useful things of this platform. If we can share about the telemedicine data till date, this is the another telemedicine which I am talking about at state level on pilot basis. We have specialists like MD physician, MD pediatrics, dermatology, surgeon, gynecologist. They are on duty. They are from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So what they are doing the normal process of teleconsultation. Around 5,230 consultations has been done till date, and this is the monthly breakup of these consultations. So this is the another plan for telemedicine which is approved from GOI, and they are guiding us to establish 2 hubs, one at GMERS, one at BJ Medical College and another at Surat Government Medical College. So we are on our plan, we are working on it so that these hubs can also be established. Maybe the proposal will be done in the coming year, and we can achieve this process. So another thing, that is the medicine and diagnostics. Currently at every health and wellness center, sub-center level, 7 lab tests are out there. So if we can come to our practical implementation, or if we come to the practical part of it, the all 7 tests are not taking place in every sub-centers. So what we need to do at our level, that we need to address every community health officer, which is a new post at sub-center level, to develop a strong referral linkages for lab test also. We are developing referral linkages for patient care, but we need to develop the strong referral linkages for lab test, and the referral linkages should be displaced at their facility level so that the community is also aware about the same. So these instructions has been made, but the next plan or the next instruction from the government of India is like that. The expansion is planned from the existing 7 tests to 14 tests, and our team at state level is working on it, and maybe in coming few months we can reach from 7 tests to 14 tests. And at PSC level currently we are having a 19 lab tests, and it can be expanded to 63 tests. So practically I know it is too early to comment on this, so but our state is working on it so that these expansion of tests can also be there, with the expansion of services, with the expansion of upgradation of the infrastructure, so that the maximum utilization of this platform of health and wellness center can reach at the root level, at the grassroots level. Next one is the medicine. The revised EDA list has been made at health and wellness center. Currently the essential drug list was just 91 or 92. Now it has been increased from this current financial year 92 to 191. And the list has been shared to each district, and it can be shared to medical colleges also, so that it can help you while monitoring or while doing the field visits. So this is the IT support. For the IT support, we are just expecting a real-time data entry. For the real-time data entry, the provision of IT equipments has been made at ASHA level. So till now, around 2,000 mobile phones has been distributed to ASHAs, so that the real-time entries can be provided, and the another process as per target is under process, so that the mobile distribution can be done. But for CHOs, all the CHOs of which has been targeted in financial year 18-19 has been distributed the mobile phones, because the review for the same has been made on daily basis. If we are talking about the performance linked incentive under health and wellness centers, every different cadres are also getting incentive. Like for community health officers, the provision of 15,000 per month incentive is there, but it is totally the state subject, and our state is providing 10,000 per month incentive to every community health officer. For as the CHO is getting incentive, there are total 15 indicators which depends upon the wellness activity, OPD load, like this, they are providing the incentives. And for if we are talking about the another cadre like ASHAs, where as per GUI rule, per ASHA is authorized to get incentive of maximum 1,000 under HWC. MPW male and female, they are authorized to get 1,500 per MPW as an incentive for which help them as a motivator to work for health and wellness centers. So this is our monitoring and evaluation platform which we are using currently. We have a Government of India HWC portal where the entry done by CHO level or facility level or district level is directly reviewed at national level. So we can not make any changes in them because any entry done in this portal is directly conveyed to Government of India. So this is the portal. We are doing monitoring on daily basis as a project officer through this portal or via field visits. Another method of doing monitoring and evaluation is we have established a CHO dashboard. As CHO is a new cadre and as per instruction of respected commissioner sir, we have established one CHO dashboard where their daily work has been monitored. We are generating daily reports where how many OPD is there, how many medicines has been dispensed. Questions like this is there in that dashboard. So the review regarding this CHOs has been made by us. Currently, today, in today's date, if you can ask that how many CHOs are on duty, how many CHOs are quarantined, how many CHOs are working for COVID, we can directly tell you if as per this CHO dashboard. So this is a monitoring platform like senior citizen, which another one is a senior citizen weekly data. For this, our state has established CHO weekly, senior citizen weekly dashboard also. So we are monitoring it on weekly basis. This has been generated just in this COVID thing, because the senior citizen essential services has been hampered. We found that, so that it can't be hampered, that every senior citizen of Gujarat state has been dispensed a medicine for month of for 2 months. So 2 months medicines has been provided to every citizen under HWC, and this platform is used to monitor this process, so that no citizen can be. Next one is the gap analysis by TECO is already there, and one NCD application is there, review meetings are conducted, and this is our planning for health and wellness centers. So this is the first thing. You can see that the total number of health facilities in the state, if you can see, total PHC available in the state is 1475, and the sub-center is 7756. Actually in Gujarat the sub-center is around 9231, but we have minus the number of co-located sub-centers and we get the number of 7756, because co-located, which is already under the PHC, that sub-center has been excluded for operationalization of health and wellness centers, and UPSCs available in the state is 318. So total target up till 2022 for us is 9,549 facilities to be upgraded for health and wellness centers. So if we can see the breakup part from 2018 to 19, we have almost operationalized 1656 health facilities to health and wellness centers, and these are operationalized as per target, and we are on our plan, and our state is operationalizing or working on it. Next, in 2019-20, the total facilities which has been targeted, it was around 3,423. So this is also operational, and the target for 2020 and 21 is 1,500, and our team is working to provide the essential things so that our facilities can be upgraded to health and wellness centers. So up till 2021, we can reach 69% of operational health and wellness center in whole Gujarat state across this state. So this is the basic graph, and currently as per Government of India portal, this is a screenshot of our GUI portal, the total 4,844 centers are operational. So this is the recruitment plan batch wise. Almost 3,621 CHOs has been recruited in our state. Some has not joined, or some they have resigned. So currently, as per our data, around 3,500 CHOs are on field. More than 3,500. So this is the wellness component, which is a new initiative at this facility level or platform level. As no facilities in my lifetime I have seen that they are working for the wellness component. No hospital is talking about the yoga part. Though no hospital is working for the patient for the mental health. But I feel proud to be part of it, because our health and wellness center is the only platform which is working for the mental, spiritual health as well with physical health. So this is the plus point for every health and wellness centers which we are working. For this, our staff also needs a training so that the actual wellness component can be seen in the field. So without capacity building, it is not possible. So our state has made a capacity building plan for every cadre, like Arogya Samanvay training. It is a 21 days training which is given to every community health officer, so that they can implement the integration of Ayurveda and yoga at field level. So Arogya Samanvay is a very important platform for delivering the wellness component and field level. What they are doing, I don't know, there are some Ayurvedic terms like Kati Basti is there, which can provide an immediately relief from pain, from joint pain. So such kind of practices is seen in the field because the CHOs has been trained. And the review of this practice after their training has also been made our state as an important process, so that the capacity building part, what they are learning from that platform, that in the training part, should be implemented at field level. So the monitoring of the capacity building is required, and as a partner, as a partner or as a stakeholder, we can say, with Health and Wellness Center, I expect every team member from the medical colleges, so that these all things can be reviewed, can be checked during their field visits, and your inputs, your suggestions, your recommendations are welcome, so that we can make this platform at higher level. And what we are imagining, what we are having a vision for Health and Wellness Center, it can be successfully implemented at doorstep of the community. So different Arogya Samanvay is a training. Another one is a Reiki. Reiki is a spiritual healing kind of training, which is also being given to, Arogya Samanvay is a compulsory training and it is given to all the CHOs. But Reiki training, it is totally on the volunteer basis. The medical officer can take this training, and Asha can initiate or can be volunteer for this training. So it is not a compulsion. But Yog Mahotsav and Eat Right campaign, it is basically a 3-day campaign which is initiated by our state only, and it is a best practices across the state. Even the another states are learning from our state about this Yog Mahotsav and Eat Right campaign. Till date, we have covered 26 districts. It has been postponed due to COVID-19, but it can definitely, we can take it for the remaining districts, so that this Yog Mahotsav and Eat Right campaign can be reached at the community level. What is there? There are yoga exercising, breathing exercises, dhyan, or the Ayurveda benefits of different food products is to every district, every healthcare worker which is working at the field level. So this is the plus point for our HWC. So health promotions we are doing, and we are expecting the same thing at our team, at our grassroots level, at our ASHA level or at CHO level, so that they can do behavior change communication. I got an opportunity to work in Bihar in Innovators in Health Center, where we go to the field. Even the ambulance services was not there at the particularly home we were walking for 1 to 2 kilometers to provide this behavior change communication at the community level. And this behavior change communication is a very good platform for the prevention of for diseases. Primordial care and preventive care, they are like a blessing for the community level. So this is our best practices model which our Health and Wellness Center has made. The SATCOM platform is used, IMTECO. We are just getting some information from IMTECO also, and we are doing the field work for this thing. Yog Mahotsav and Arogya Samanvay. This is the best practices for our state, and it is totally a state initiative. So the way forward, our Health and Wellness Center is planning to develop model Health and Wellness Center in the coming years. What is there? Some Zumba-like practices is there, some Garba is there, so that the stress level can be calmed down for the community. Health failures can be originated in every 3 months, so that the spiritual healing can be initiated in this platform. And the open gym, like you can see in Gandhinagar, there are certain open gyms equipments are there in some gardens. So these are planned to be functional at each health and wellness centers, so that the image of model HWC can reach another states too, and they can learn from our states. You can see a very beautiful herbal garden. It is it is seen in the Unnava PHC. When you will get chance, please visit that Unnava PHC. It is in Gandhinagar. The herbal garden is there. Some Ayurvedic medicinal plants are there, and and it is a very eye-catching concept for HWC. SOPs has been developed for CHOs. Here it is written CHOs, but for ASHA level also, our team has developed standard operating procedures, particularly for HWC, which can be shared with you in the coming days. And e-Aushadhi up to sub-center level. We are planning to provide the e-Aushadhi platform up to sub-center level. We are working on it, and hopefully it will work on. This is one of the glimpse of success story with a vision to save every life under this HWC platform. This photograph is of 25-year male who was not aware that he is having a oral cancer. But this condition is screened at a very early stage by our community health officer, a new cadre, which really saved a life of 25-year person. And that CHO is like a blessing to this 25-year-old young person. So this is one of the success story. It is just a beginning, and what we expect at last from all my seniors is that he just give us an idea regarding any kind of capacity building which can be provided and which is not there at this point of time. And any other recommendations, suggestions, they all are welcome to our team, so that we can make improvement with all the wonderful minds present over here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's join hands together for this change. Thank you.